Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic here, and we're gonna be reacting to My Hero Academia chapter 225. All right. I read quite a few chapters. Obviously, I'm back to reacting and doing that kind of thing, just in a different way. Again, just so you know, the only chapters I'm gonna be reacting to are My Hero, Haikyuu, Promise Neverland, and Tower of God. And just in terms of like the general like weekly manga that just sort of come out. Those are the only ones I'm going to be reacting to. If Hunter x Hunter just happens to come back at some point in time, I'm going to be reacting to that too. All right, I always react to Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is to my soul. Okay, so gonna be reacting to that whenever it comes back, and on like two Saturdays out of every 2 Saturdays or 2 Sundays, 2 Saturdays out of every like month, I'll be reacting to a manga that I'm currently like reading, that I'm currently like reacting to, for like a readathon or something. So right now I'm doing Battle Angel Alita. So this Saturday I'm gonna react to Battle Angel Alita, and that's gonna be like 8 chapters that I'll probably read or something like that, depending on like how much time I have, and everything like that. All right. And then once I'm done with Alita, then I'll move on to another manga, and I'll just keep reacting to that manga 2 times out of every month, 2 Saturdays out of every month until I'm like done with that manga, and so on and so forth. That's not here nor there. Let's get to My Hero Academia. All right, let's do this. Let's see, chapter 225. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? And as always, we're reading the viz because that's just what we do. All right, that's what we do over here. We read the viz. Okay. Deka is a great little town nestled in the mountains with few routes leading in and out. The sign says no access. Okay. Far from the hustle and bustle is a tranquil place surrounded by nature. The perfect sort of town for us to lie low in. Too bad you made 2 mistakes. First, no one's going to treat me like a damsel in distress. Second, if they unleashed one of those bioengineered Nomu, your tranquil town is toast. Okay. So, I mean, we sort of like, right? We understand what's going on here. Someone from, that's worked with the League of Villains has been kidnapped. The person that holds like a lot of information, a lot of important a lot of important information for the League of Villains has been kidnapped. All right, by the Metahuman Liberation, not the last word, force, whatever you want to call it, army, whatever you want to call it, right? Led by this dude Destro, who was actually head of a pretty big company, right? And there's at least 100,000 members within that particular group. So wild times are coming. We already know this, right? This is something that is obviously related to, right, stuff with the heroes and everything like that, right? But I like where the story is going right now. I like this. I like that we're taking the time to say let's look at what's happening over here, right? Because we spend a lot of time with the heroes and watching them develop and do all of that stuff. Let's do that. I like where this is going. I like this. This is how you build. This is how you build your story. This is how you set up narratives that are interconnected, but are interesting on their own, right? Outside of that interconnectedness. So I'm really, really happy with this. I'm very happy with this. And the title of 225 is of chapter 225 is Interview with a Vampire, which is my fiance adores Interview with a Vampire. It's one of her favorite movies. She loves that movie. I believe she's read the book as well. She's read a decent amount of Anne Rice. I have not. I need to do that more. I just got it. But I really liked Interview with a Vampire too. I thought that was. I think that's a great film. It's one of those films where okay, this is dope. This is dope. I like this. Is great. This is dope stuff. Great acting. It's great. All right. So let's move on. They will not unleash any Nomu for 3 reasons, which is one more than you have. 1, Although Nomu practically became synonymous with attacks by the League of Villains, they've all but faded into nothing more than a rumor since that day in Kamino. This, despite the League's continued antics. 2. Counter to point 1, a high-powered Nomu did show up in Kyushu. However, take note of the weaker white ones that the black ones spat out. Though clearly remodeled by mad science, their strength was nothing to write home about. 3. Dabi said he was there to collect the black Nomu. This tells me that without the powerful black one, they have no additional Nomu ready to deploy. To summarize, these Nomu creatures were clearly provided as backup soldiers by the League's patron, All for One. And the League is limited in how freely it can use them at this time. Without the Nomu, the League of Villains is nothing more than a gang of hoodlums. Oh, shots fired! Oh my goodness, that's like, I mean, like, yo, y'all, you know, shots fired though. But we already understood this. We've already understood this, right? Like they're a little incapacitated at the moment. All right, they kind of got to prove themselves. Like yet again, the League of Villains have to prove themselves. They do. All right, they split up. We'll take the right. Okay, and now they're in a battle, right? With what Shigaraki calls the mini boss. Okay, so they gotta at least beat these like individuals who are part of this metahuman liberation army, right? Like they at least gotta beat these people. They split up. We'll take the right. Ugh. Each one of these guys is a handful. Yeah, you come on. Like there is like you gotta at least be able to handle some of these folks. You gotta at least be able to handle these folks. You can't handle these folks. How do you ever expect to like be able to work with Gigantomachia, right? Or live up to what All for One had in mind for for you as a collective, but what you all have in mind for yourselves as a collective. Like, come on, son, you guys step it up. All right. Our dormant liberation warriors have spent their days training, forging their bodies and minds, all to better live as the people they really are. Ooh, there's some stuff here. So it's irritating to have you people just waltz on in with no great cause or ideology and start hogging the headlines. Are you not keen on being interviewed, Himiko Toga? I'm afraid that's too bad. I haven't backed down from a good story since my first year in this biz. So I hope you understand, Himiko Toga, that I will strip you bare. I couldn't care less about the League, but you're a different case. A girl gone mad. The story would make for an amazing article. Why, I haven't felt my blood pump like this since back in the days when I was on the beat. Oh, and that dude next to her just got stabbed. That's funny. Huh? She's gone. This is why she hasn't been caught. Now, where'd she? Whoa, Toga going in. She's like, stab dude, coming at you now. She going in. Boom. Miss Curious is on the job. Back off. She doesn't hesitate at all when it comes to cold-blooded murder. How? Why not? I need to know. What sort of life have you led? Yo, this former like reporter slash liberation, metahuman liberation, organization, army, like whatever you want to call it, collective, whatever, like this is wild. Like asking interview questions, like I can't. All right, let's move on. Boom. And Toga got hit up. Okay. Yeah, Toga got hit up. All right. Oh, by the way, watch your step in there. Oh boy, explosion. Boom. Our warriors show no mercy. Chitose Kizuku. No, Kizuki, sorry. MLA codename, Curious. Meta ability, Landmine. She turns things into bombs with just a touch. The explosions don't pack much power, but she goes for quantity over quality. Very like Killer Queen, like esque, right? Like that kind of sort of thing. Okay. If you want to live to see tomorrow, then give me my interview. Oh man. They coming at Toga. Yo. Suck. Now, my on-the-go suck mask. Syringes, I see. Oh, okay, that's dope. So you can suck blood and use your meta ability transform. Whoa, hey, that's dope. That's dope. Fascinating. Plus, with multiple donors, it's hard to tell who to watch out for. As for the way you move your body, you're being just another mad slasher doesn't explain these highly tuned survival skills. How did you turn out this way? I need the details. Yo, what I love, like, this is the kind of stuff, right? This is what I like. I like this. I like, you like, I'm like, I was not expecting Horikoshi to like comment on, the way media pundits and reporters, you know, do what they do, and how sometimes they just like, right, like they can be very similar in like they're just like obsessive, like, in the obsessive way that they want to like go out and like for information. Very, very good so far. Let's move on. Boom. Oh my goodness. The blood exploded. Ooh, that's dope. That's dope. Boom. Horikoshi being green at JoJo. Okay. Were you hoping to transform into one of us and blend into the crowd? That won't work. I'm here to get some answers, so I've come prepared to counter your tricks. Our warriors won't balk at being turned into bombs. So while they use their meta powers to put you and your people on the ropes, why don't we get started with some background information? First daughter of the Toga family, born on August 7th, currently 17, ran away from home just after middle school graduation. Did you catch the news that the day when the media rushed over to your parents looking for answers? So I guess she ran away from like when she was like 15, something like that. Yeah, I was like 15, probably. Maybe even 16. 15 to 16, something like that. All right. So let's see. First daughter of the Toga family, born on August 7th, currently 17, ran away just from home just after middle school graduation. Did you catch the news that day when the media rushed over to your parents looking for answers? Or when they interviewed your classmates? Everyone said the same thing, that you were always a cheerful, reasonable, well-mannered girl. So they all wondered, why? Why did you do what you did? Why did you abandon any hope of a normal life? Oh, here we go. Believe me, I know you must have suffered. I'd like to hear your version if you don't mind. Yo, this report is wild, man. Kizuki, this writing of yours won't move people. It's lacking something. Beat reporting on rumors won't grab the reader's attention. Get out there and find some real stories. When you do, look them in the eyes. Because if an article is going to sway public opinion, it's got to have heart. Your story, your heart is going to shake things up, and it will all for the Meta Liberation's Army's sake. Why did you succumb to madness? Tell me, yo. I like, again, I like this. And what I love is, again, Horikoshi's taking the time with this chapter to really just like just again make this commentary in a way that I appreciate. It's good. A normal life, huh? What's that? Yo, what a face. Just like a doll's. Finally, an answer. You Liberation Army people are trying to make the world a peaceful place. So I like you. For me, this is my normal. Ooh, that's a face, man. That's a face. That's the end of the chapter. That was a chapter, yo. And I'll say about this, I like this chapter. I actually did. And this is kind of like what I've talked about this like a while back. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Michael, what's good? What's good? Like, this is what reporters be doing. And not every reporter, but I think the ones that are particularly famous, and not for the right reasons, do this sort of thing, right? Like they do this sort of thing where they will doggedly ask you questions, they will look for you, they will seek you out. And they'll tell themselves, and others, at times, right? As a reporter, this is the job. You're supposed to, you want the scoop, you need the answer. That's what you got to do. And for me, it's like, there are like, there are characters like a Lois Lane or something like that, where I think, I think like, for me, like that's not what I like about Lois Lane. I don't like like some iterations where it's like over the top. This is like Lois Lane, like blackface, like Lois Lane. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go into a machine and change my physiology so that so that I can live, so I can be black for this amount of time and figure out how black people, like, you know what I mean, like nonsense like that, right? It's like extra. This is what's happening here. It's like this extra like reporter like nonsense that is clearly right, working as hyperbole here, and this is what happens, right, in manga, comics, whatever, right? There's always hyperbole, but like in our lives, like you see that all the time. Like, and for me, it just hits a nerve because I see this with like sports pundits, reporters who, under the guise of, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm just trying to, live and just like, make a modest income and just, da da da. And I'm like, cut it out. You know what I mean? Like, I think we know that there are some reporters who like just are not decent people and would like you to believe that they are, and it's like no. And so when individuals like, right, and so when athletes, and there are some athletes that are like just horrible, but like this is the thing that I think is it's interesting that Horikoshi is commenting on it. I think that's something that I really like. And I'm glad that he's commenting on it in this way, right? Because it's like clearly this reporter, right, this person, Caution, right, is her code name, her MLA code name, right? And she's just like, yo, I'm just trying to get the scoop. I need a story with heart. Da, da, da. I'm like, man, like, stop. And I'm like, shut up. Like, really, like you're clearly like off. You're clearly off something, right? Like you clearly like something's off. So she doesn't even realize like how like sort of like in some ways like ridiculous like she is, and out of line and all that kind of thing. And this is like, right, this is like something that some reporters do, right? Paparazzi, sports, quite a few prominent sports media reporters like who work certain beats and stuff like that. Just like, nah, that's not it. We see you, we see through you. We don't like you. All right. Be better. You know what I mean? And what I also like is like how it's and how Toga's like this focus, and we see some really dope stuff, right? It's like you see like Horikoshi making his commentary, but at the same time, it's like, we're gonna give you some dope action too. We're gonna give you Toga doing her thing, but we're also gonna see like this really neat like JoJo like esque like quirk slash stand whatever, you know what I mean, where we just make things explode, you know what I mean, like it's cool. I like it, and I'd like how like the blood exploded, and I was like, whoa, like that was dope. So Toga's in trouble right now. All right. Yeah, I saw that there was a person that resembled Midoriya, and I was like, and I was like, that's probably not Midoriya, but you know what I mean, because like the uniform's different, and the hair's like a little different, right? A little different, but pretty similar. So I was like, okay, like there's a reason why she's kind of like, enamored with Izuku, with Midoriya probably, right? There's always like a reason, right? So, to me it's pretty dope. I'm very very happy with sort of like what's going on right now. You know what I mean? Uh, it's good. It's good. This is good stuff. All right, give me one sec. I'll be right back, y'all. Just gotta get something. All right, I'm back, y'all. Just had to just get some food coming in. But yeah, this is a great chapter. I really like this chapter. And again, like I'm really impressed with like not every chapter has to be like 20 something pages or like 25 pages or 22 pages, something like that. You don't necessarily need that many pages. If you know what you're doing, if you've got a good narrative, right, and you want to tell that within those pages, and you use every page to do a particular thing that you deem to be important for telling that narrative, to like, right, adding to the story, adding to the plot in either subtle or uh, um, explicit sort of ways, then you can do that. You can do that with that many pages. And like Horikoshi has been doing that consistently for quite some time now, right? I mean, he probably cut it down because he was like, yo, like this is how much I can do right now, so I'm cutting it. But this is really good stuff. This is really good stuff. All right, I'm very happy about it, but what we got right now. So again, like this is a great chapter. Again, like really great sort of commentary on like media pundits, beat reporters who take things to extremes, paparazzi, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? What's the word I'm looking for? Tabloid like media, like right, stuff like that. Who just take it to another level or just doing the absolute most, but really have like convinced themselves that what they're doing is okay. And it's like, that's not okay. You know what I mean? Like I really appreciate this chapter. Like to me, this would be like the chapter. I'd be like, yo, like this is it. All right. Like this is the chapter I would like show like a reporter and be like, yeah, avoid being cautious. Avoid that. Okay. Right. And like the funny thing about it is like this is the person who's part of a meta, right, of the MLA, right, of the Meta Human Liberation Army, right? But like these people aren't part of the Meta Human Liberation Army. These reporters out here, they just doing the most. They doing too much. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like it's just like stop. So I really appreciate that. Toga, all right, we got a decent amount, right? We got a decent amount of in terms of like what happened with Toga, why sort of she is the way that she is. The fact that for her, like I like what's going on here. It's very right. It's very X-Men, right? We already know like whenever we talk about My Hero Academia, we always talk about X-Men because X-Men is like something that has clearly influenced Horikoshi. Horikoshi is a big fan of comics, so we get that, right? We get that. We right when we see these different factions. This is a very X-Men sort of like thing to do, right? To have these different factions with people with quirks and all this kind of stuff. We're right with different motives and dogma and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy that we got to see like Toga didn't maybe necessarily look the way that she looks. Didn't right necessarily act the way that she's acting right now. And this is like something that people do it on a daily basis, right? Like people would be like, "Whoa, I didn't know that we're like this in this particular setting and stuff like that." Well, yeah, because you don't know that person. You probably didn't hang out with that person enough. You probably didn't necessarily that person probably maybe didn't like trust you enough to be or feel comfortable around you to know who you are. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, that's on you. That's not on Toga. Like, all right, but yo, this is great stuff so far. All right, I'm probably gonna come out with like either a chapter or some like discussion thing where I like have people like who are reading My Hero right now. We're just like doing like a sort of discussion thing. We talk about it. Shout out to the My Hero podcast. With Sophia and Kendra. All right. Chopper's Left Antler and Give Us the Fish Uncle. Like you know what I mean. Jinbei Lover. You know what I mean. So shout out to both of those. Too. Shout out to Aniki, who's doing My Hero sort of like vids right now. All right, who's covering it. Shout out to those guys and women. You know what I mean? Like they're doing the thing. All right, so I'm really happy about that. Shout out to, check them out. I think I'm gonna end it here because again, I'm trying not to make these videos like too long. And I am Michael, I'm really enjoying Black Hammer right now. I really like it. Like I gotta figure out man, I'm waiting for volume 4 to come out because like I generally read my comics in trades. I stopped reading them in like issues a while ago because I just can't. You know what I mean? I just can't. I can't like just going every Wednesday and having a pull list and taking it. Like I don't have space. I don't have space for that. All right. I think even if I did, I probably wouldn't do it at I'm not gonna do that anymore. But I used to so I'm not doing that no more. But man, the last page of Volume 2 was so good. All right. But I think at some point I'm gonna start reacting to comic volumes. I'm gonna sort of switch off every now and then. So the next thing that I'm gonna react to will be Monster, after I'm done with Alita. And then after that, I will do comics. I'll do like a comic and I'll react to the volumes and then. Paper Girls is coming up, so I'm really happy about that. That's gonna be finished in that 6th volume. That final volume is gonna be out, and I'm looking forward to that. Oh, but I'm also not looking forward to it because I love Paper Girls. Oh, so okay. Thank y'all for coming through. All right, shout out to you, Michael, for coming through. You're my guy, you know that. And I'm the Black Manga Critic, y'all. That was my live reaction / initial thoughts to My Hero Academia, chapter 225. This is a great chapter. I really enjoyed it. It's what we need to see in this particular arc, in what's going on right now, right? That's what you're supposed to do, all right? To give certain characters the time to shine, you know what I mean? To make us care about them a bit more, to make the commentaries in the way that I know, authors can. Horikoshi doing a great job right now. I'm very happy about it. I'm the Black Manga Critic, y'all, and I'm out, y'all.